Hi, Kickstarter community. It's Julian and
Stijn?
here, and it's time for another product update, and we thought it might be a good idea to do it through a video like this, because up to now we have been sending out newsletters where we kept updating you about the research process and the product development process. But in a video we can show way more. We can show the prototypes, we can show you the parts of the robotic. So I can't wait to show you what's happening. Maybe it's good to tell you who Stijn is. Stijn, what is it that you do in Somnox?
Hi, yeah, my name is Stijn. I'm responsible for the research and development. So I have a background in mechanical engineering, and at the moment I'm working on we had a prototype before the Kickstarter. It's right there, and we're working towards a product which is reliable and working, and that's what I'm doing at the moment.
Yeah, so in this video we will inform you about the current state of development, and we will look at the timeline up to delivery. So what are the next steps? Where we will also talk about when to expect a delivery, and we also received some questions from the community that we would like to answer in this video. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. We also, by the way, brought a lot of things with us today, so we will go over all the new things that we have to show you. We even have a special mystery box here that just came in to have a real unboxing experience, right? So enough to enjoy. All right, so I think the first thing is first. Can you take us through the planning and the timetable? What does the upcoming months look like, and what is still to be done?
Yeah, sure. Well, at the moment we're finalizing the design for production. So we're finalizing all the separate components, and we're testing everything. So actually at the moment I'm doing a drop test to make sure that if it falls out of bed it won't break immediately. So that's what we're...
Could you quickly describe what the drop test is for the people at home?
Yeah, well, basically I have a table of like 70 centimeters high, and I'm gonna roll the robot from it and let it fall on the ground for like 100, 200 times. And then I see what happens on the inside, what happens on the outside. Will it break? Will it still work?
To make sure that if the robot falls out of bed, it won't break.
Yeah, exactly. So if any improvements are necessary, we will improve the design and do it again to make sure that it keeps working.
Okay. And again, the planning. What's next?
So about planning, so when we finalize the design, we will start designing for molding, and molding is necessary to start mass production to build all the robots from the Kickstarter batch. That will take about 12 weeks, and within these 12 weeks we will, besides designing the molding, we will start certifying our products. So CE certifying for Europe, FCC for the USA, and all the other certifications which are necessary per country.
Yeah, and for the people that do not know what a mold is, because I can imagine that, we have a picture of one of them, right? Yeah. We already shared it with you guys in a previous update, but I think it's cool to actually show you what came out of it. I think it's inside this thing right now.
It's actually inside this. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Indeed. So
I will share a picture right here of what the mold looks like, and it's basically a giant thing that goes up and down where you can insert material, and then lots of the same part can come out. Yeah. So that's basically
you can make really complex 3D parts instead of only 2D like we used before.
Yeah. And it's really cool because the money that the funds that we gathered through Kickstarter are used to finance to fund these molds. So that's how you can really see what your impact is. So what are the current bottlenecks at this moment? Like what is the biggest challenge?
Yeah, well, actually 1 week ago we were at this moment as well that we were testing all the prototypes, and we still found some problems with like the measurements. They didn't all work out as we hoped. We hoped it did. So we decided we had to take one step back, improve these points, and then redesign it and do the testing over again.
Could you specify what it is that you're taking a step back from? Is this the measurements from the sensors? Could you make it Could you specify that?
Yeah, from the sensor. So we want to measure the breathing rate of the user.
Okay.
To give them the personal approach with a software update. But these measurements, it needs to detect your breathing rhythm.
Yep.
So that's where we are working on right now.
Okay.
That when you hold it like this, it will feel your breathing and measure its rhythm.
Sure. Okay.
And before it didn't do it always, so if you had it a bit like this, then it didn't measure, and now it will measure when you have it like this always.
Okay.
All the time.
Cool. Maybe it's nice to go over things that are here, because this is the latest assemble dummy. So this is not a working prototype; it's a dummy. And compared to the old one, let me take that real quick here. This is a prototype that was 3D printed, as you can see. This is still, this was made with selective laser sintering. And as you can see, the shape is kind of squared, right? You see this is flat, because this was made with pieces of foam. But now the new one that was developed with
a mold.
A mold, you can see, maybe you can put it up to the camera, it's way more roundish. You see, it's round, where this is just flat. So you can really see the improvements of the product becoming a more high quality product rather than a prototype that was 3D printed. So what else is there here in the big box that's interesting to show? Maybe this part?
Yeah, this part is actually the inside of the robot. So as you can see, it's solid. It makes sure that when it falls, it will protect the inside. All right, so inside there are all the separate components, the electronics, and
hold it up.
Yeah, so everyone can see it. Yeah, and right here we have the control panel. It will fit on this part. This is actually one of the prototypes.
So this is like what the control panel would be, right? That comes right around here.
Fit on that.
Okay, that's where you can turn it on, adjust your preferences during the night. Let's say volume, turn it on, turn it off.
Yeah, so there are different buttons. You can indeed turn it on, skip a song, go to the previous song, look up what the battery level is, upload your own songs. All with this device. Yeah.
Okay.
And around this shell we have this kind of foam. So this is a really thick piece.
So this wraps around. This is the next layer.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we tested different softness of the foam, and in the end, so it looks in the end like this. It's good to see, which comes from the mold. Maybe some of you already seen it. This. So it looks a bit like a face, but it's actually really soft.
This goes inside here, right?
Exactly.
Basically. So the stiff hard shell with all the electronics inside goes inside the soft latex foam. This is really squishy, by the way. It's really cuddly, so that's good. Okay.
So this will give it the soft touch.
Yeah.
And then we put the sleeve around it, and then it's it's a finished product.
Sure, that's really cool. So what else is there to be shown in this magic box? Do we have some interesting?
We have some different sleeves, so we tried out more. This is actually tyke, which is a mattress stuff, fabric, which is put around most of the mattresses of Alping. And we have all different kinds of them, which have a different touch, different feeling, and a different quality as well. And actually and we tested this also white as well. We actually saw that white was quite, people saw that it got dirty really quick. So this was actually something we didn't want. So we have purple as well, which is not that beautiful. And then, in the end, we actually came to this one. So as you can see, it got a bit lighter than the one before. So this is the one you might have seen before. And it actually got a bit lighter, but it gives a more fresh look. And this will actually be the final design of the robot.
Cool, when it comes to the colors.
Exactly.
So, apart from the prototyping and the research, when it comes to the product level, we have also been doing lots of work when it comes to the packaging.
Yeah, exactly.
So we have shared a prototype packaging like 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Maybe
it's nice to see the old packaging as well. So
okay.
We should try it before. I think they're right here.
Okay. let's take the packaging.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay, so when designing the packaging, we found that it was really important that the packaging wouldn't be thrown away the moment you receive the product, because then it would end up in landfill, and that's not sustainable at all. So we had the design goal in mind to actually make the packaging so cool that you would keep it and that it would have a functionality in the household even after unpackaging it. So could you explain us how that was incorporated in these designs? How did the steps look like?
Yeah, so first we were thinking like, how are we gonna solve this problem? The material needs to be really durable.
Yeah.
But also it needs to have some kind of functionality, because otherwise you think, well, it's just packaging and you will throw it away. So we actually took a look at, I think, this one. So it's a bit like a suitcase. And
so that you can take it with you.
Exactly, so you can take it with you when you go on a holiday. And inside there is like a sleeve where you can put.
Yeah, so maybe just
robotic
to get to know what that would look like, that would be something like this. So that was concept one,
exactly,
right? Like the very beginning.
And then we thought, well, it might be interesting to give it a usage in the bedroom as well. So maybe you can charge your robotic inside the bedroom in your own packaging, and that would be
like a charging cradle.
Like a charging cradle.
As if a baby would be in his cradle.
So it's like the robotic will go to bed when you wake up, and you put it in its bed. And then we thought, well, maybe something like this. So it's not square anymore. It's a bit more.
And then it fits in like.
Exactly. Yeah. And there it is. It's sleeping.
Pretty cute. And then it can go. This goes on top. There we go. And then it closes, and there you have your packaging. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And that's actually what we're finalizing at the moment. So actually that's what the package that arrived.
Okay, maybe a nice next step.
I think that might be
a
good idea.
The first real unboxing experience. Let me see.
So here we have a package, and inside this package is the packaging including a dummy robotic with some weight in it. And in this way we can test what happens when we send it over by mail. What happens to the packaging? What happens to the robotic? How will this be durable?
Okay.
So it's actually really interesting to see what will happen right now.
I'm excited, guys. Okay, let's open this thing up.
Let's hope we don't have to cut this part. Right, so we opened it up, and actually it went through the Netherlands right now, and I think this is the second time we send it.
Okay, so it's like a durability test.
Exactly, and the first time
to make sure that even if we send it to someone in a very rough environment, it will survive the trip.
It will survive the trip, yeah. Alright, let's see. It's quite difficult to open. Right, there
so
it is.
Open it up.
So open up, and there it is. Well, you can see the shape.
Yeah.
And we actually made a handle on it. So it's also the suitcase. So we combine.
It's like a hybrid.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's
a combination.
A suitcase cradle. And there it is. That will. Too much boxes right there.
And there's no print, by the way. This is just a prototype.
Exactly.
So it's not the final packaging design, but.
So okay, this is it, and then we slide this part out of it.
Ta-da!
There it is. Oh, it looks still quite good.
Yeah.
After some sanding it over.
Okay.
And here we have a really early prototype dummy, but it's weighted, and you can feel. It's just like it's even it's a bit heavy.
Yep.
And in this way we can test what happens during the trip. Maybe the mailman will throw it inside his car.
Yeah.
But it will survive. It looks actually quite
like a crash dummy.
Quite good.
They use in cars, right? This is like a crash dummy.
Yeah, exactly. It's a bit like a crash dummy. Yeah.
I mean, you need to be very safe with these Somnox sleep robot babies, of course. So.
To make sure that they have a safe trip.
Yeah. Is there also a safety belt in there? Or?
That
no
would be
safety
quite
belt.
good idea.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks for the packaging. Is there anything else that you want to show with us?
well, maybe we can finish the planning, the schedule.
Oh yeah, the schedule. Yeah, sure.
That's where we started, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So where were we? We were talking about certification
And about the molding.
The molding, exactly.
Yeah.
That's where we
Yeah.
where we took off. All right. Well, after the molding is finished, we will make a first test sample and a first test run with some products to make sure that everything is working like it should. And then we can actually start off production, which will be in July. Then we will produce the first products, which will be shipped in August.
Okay. So there is a delay of a week.
Yeah.
Right.
So
okay. How come?
We have some delay. Like I said before, we did the testing 1 week ago, and we actually saw that it wasn't quite good enough. We want to give this quality experience. We want that everything that we promise works. So that's why we actually decided to maybe delay a few weeks, but deliver the product we want to deliver.
Okay, so August is the month of expected delivery.
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
yeah.
cool.
August until October. So it was first July till September, and now it's August until October, and the products will be delivered.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think that's it's kind of bad news, but I also think that it's good to maintain quality. I can imagine that you guys will have questions regarding this. Feel free to ask us through email or by calling us, because we want to make sure that you have the best product out there that does what it promises. And unfortunately, there is a small delay now, and we're doing everything we can to get it not to delay any more. So no worries, but if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. So anything else you want to add to the planning?
I think and then we will want to see all your opinions, all your experiences of the robotic.
Yeah.
That will be
Yeah, sure. So actually, this is not a live stream. Some people submitted these questions. I hope these are now answered for you. But in 2 weeks, on April 23rd, we will host a live stream on Kickstarter. Yeah. So that is where you have the chance to ask us questions in real time, since it is a live stream. So make sure you register on our Kickstarter page by leaving your name and email address and submitting the questions you might have regarding production, marketing, branding, whatever. And we are more than happy to answer them during the Kickstarter live stream. Of course, it's not just a live stream that you can use to ask questions. We are available at least 8 hours a day to answer your questions. So if you want to have an answer within an hour, write us an email, call us on our phone number, or use Facebook Messenger, because we are very eager to help you and provide you with the right information. Okay, I think that's it then for this video.
Well, thanks for this great interview. Yeah. Thanks for your attention.
I hope you guys like the format of making videos rather than written updates. Please let me know what you think, because then we can improve, and your feedback is super duper valuable to us. For now, I'd say sweet dreams and see you next time.
Good night.
Bye bye.